YouTube. I'm back. It's been about what? Almost 2 weeks. Bruh. Crazy shit. Nah, I'm just kidding. I went on vacation. Went to Florida, went to Disney. That was amazing. I think I uploaded like 1 or 2 shorts while I was out there. I was gonna get some vlog clip, but I was like, let me just enjoy this. I want the channel to be the channel. I want the gaming channel to be the gaming channel. I want it to be games and reactions. I don't want to make it like game reaction vlogs. I don't want to mix anything with anything. I want it to just be what we do. Without further ado, we got Official Divine. Why God exists. If you know me, I am religious. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, So I've been waiting for this one, and we're here. Without further ado, we're gonna hop right into it. If you enjoyed the reaction, leave a like, comment down in the comment section below. Let me react to next, and as always, hit that sub button. I've been saying that.
Why God exists.
Oh man!
Since the beginning of time, mankind has
My boy
always
Official
asked
Divine.
questions about our reality. Why are we here? What is our purpose in life? And why is there something rather than nothing? But the most asked question out of all of them is, does God exist?
When we look at our universe,
yes,
we have no choice but to ask why. Why does the universe exist? Could it have been by chance? Could the universe have just happened without any explanation? And simply could have been a coincidence, nothing more.
Let me put it into perspective for you. The probability of the universe being born by chance is so infinitesimally small that it's equivalent to throwing an atom anywhere into the universe
and pointing it out
1,000,000 times in a row. Just think about those odds. The percentage is so small that it's literally regarded as zero, a 0% chance. However, that's
hold on now. I left and I came back and he's better than it's like watching a prime Michael Jordan just grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the little things that matter, that matters. That boy growing, man.
exactly what it is. Because how can something
come from nothing?
Exactly my point. You see what I'm saying? When atheists try and I just be like, I'm not here to debate religion and stuff like that. I don't care what you are. I love everybody. But how can something come from nothing? Come on, man.
Must be an explanation, right? Everything in the entire universe, from people to animals.
And it is crazy because if you think about it, like, and then if you rebuttal with, then who made God? Because I guess something can come from nothing, because no matter what created us or how we were created, we all came from nothing. So, I mean, in a way,
even non-living things are contingent, or more simply, they depend on another existence that explains their own. Contingency basically means subject to change or could have been another way, but let's make this easier for you to understand. Here's the first premise. For anything that begins to exist, it's dependent on another existence that caused it to exist. For example, people depend on water to exist. If water did not exist, people wouldn't exist. Water depends on water molecules, or simply H2O, 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. And if oxygen and hydrogen didn't exist, there's no water. Water molecules depend on atoms and so on and so forth, for even planets and stars
that boy's spitting facts right now.
own compounded makeup. And this is observed for everything in the universe. Just sit back for a second and think, is there anything that began to exist that depends on nothing? Moving all the way out, we can
that boy's speaking facts right now, man.
conclude the universe itself had a beginning. But how do we know? Why can't the universe just be eternal? Think of it like this. If the universe is eternal, we would have an infinite past behind us, meaning there's an infinite series of events that took place before the present. But that makes no sense, because we would never reach the present from an infinite past. Infinity entails there's no beginning. An example would be numbers. If there's an infinite amount of numbers between 1 and 2, and you had to count, would you ever reach 2? No, because there is no end. But let's make this simple.
See, Official Divine, you started talking math, and I just don't understand what you're saying. Like math was my worst subject, so I'm not gonna understand what he's saying with this mathematically.
Simpler. Let's say there's an infinite amount of steps between your house and mine. If you started walking, even for eternity, you would never reach my house because there's always another step forward. The same
See, when you simplify it like that, I understand it now. I understand it now. No lethal shooter. I understand it now. Okay, so what he's saying is, I don't know what he's saying. I still don't. I thought I had it. I thought I had it in my brain, but then I processed it, and then my brain couldn't process it. So I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm a little on a spectrum. So with me, you got to break things down a little differently because I'm just not understanding.
applies if there's an infinite amount of events between the past and the present. Would you ever reach the present? No. But since we are in the present, that means it must have had a start, which is exactly what Stephen Hawking and Albert Einstein concluded. So if everything that begins to exist has a cause, and the universe began to exist, what caused it? Whatever caused the universe to exist must either be contingent or necessary. If it were contingent, it too would need an explanation, which just pushes the problem back even further.
Facts.
But an infinite regress of contingent causes explains nothing. Like an endless chain of falling dominoes needs a hand to start the fall.
Facts.
The universe needs a non-contingent, self-explanatory ground of existence. Think of it just like the house example of how you would never reach my house from an infinite distance away. If everything infinitely depended on another to exist, we would never have existence because there is no hand that knocks the dominoes of existence down. Whatever caused the universe to exist must be the hand, the very first thing. It is the cause of the universe which is defined.
Then is he making is he debunking science right now? Like the way he's just throwing the math at me and the infinite and this could exist and can't, like, is he debunking science right now? Not obviously not like certain science, right? Because you need molecules, you need all that stuff. But is he debunking the science of space and stuff like that? Is he debunking like the Big Bang and all that? I'm liking this. I'm liking this.
Defined as a space-time, and thus is outside of it, meaning the cause of the universe is eternal because it's not bounded by the flow of time, non-physical because it's not bounded by space, and is the cause of their existence. This reality is necessary and cannot fail to exist in any possible world because it's non-contingent, meaning it could not be any other way. Now here's where it
I
gets
get what he's saying about that.
interesting, and pay attention to these words because you'll never question this existence again. In physics, causes like gravity or chemical reactions work mechanistically, meaning once the cause exists, the effect follows immediately and necessarily. If fire touches
So there's
paper,
cause and effect.
the paper burns. No delay, no choice. The cause of the universe existed eternally, but the universe itself did not. That means the effect did not follow immediately from its cause. If this cause is like all others, the universe would have existed as long as the cause did, eternally, but it didn't. So what delayed the effect? This independent, necessary reality that everything depends on to exist could have simply just been. It needs nothing to exist, and nothing caused it to exist. It could have simply been by itself as the only thing in existence, lacking nothing. But that leads me back to my first question. Why are we here? If this single reality needs nothing to exist and could simply just be, why do we exist?
I'm not gonna lie, he filled my head up with knowledge right now. He's spitting straight knowledge right now. So something can come from nothing, is what he's saying. Yeah, because where do flies come from, bro? I'm not gonna lie. Those little demons, bro, it's like you kill one and then two more spawn, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like you kill one and two more spawn. You know what I'm saying? It's like that thing. You cut one head off, the other, another will grow. That's how it is with flies. Like you kill a fly, and then the next thing you know, you see two more flies. You look around the room, there's no more flies. You kill those two flies, now that's four flies. Nah, bro. Something can come from nothing, bro.
The answer, it made a decision. This independent reality made a decision to cause everything that exists and is the sustainer of all things, the only kind of cause that can exist eternally and then produce an effect at a specific point in time is a personal agent,
because only minds can decide when to act.
which means this reality has free will to make decisions and therefore is intelligent and is the source of our intelligence and consciousness to create all things. This reality must know all things.
He's spitting game right now. He's spitting shit that if you took this to a scientist, he gonna be like, yeah, but evolution. I just mathematically and systematically broke down everything, and you come at me with evolution, bro. Why are you a scientist, bro?
And is all powerful because it did not just bring a grain of sand into existence, it created everything, every star, every planet, even space-time itself, doing anything that's logically possible. It's all loving.
Because why would a necessary reality create us?
If it has no need, because of love. Love not as an emotion,
But love as essence. Love
Spitting
is an
game.
eternal act of giving to others.
to gain nothing for itself. The reality that cannot fail to exist. The reality that everything depends on.
And it depends on nothing.
The reality that chose to create us. This reality goes by many names, and you can call it whatever you want. But what it is that you're describing is God.
You filthy for that one. You filthy for that one. I like that. I like that one. I like that one. You filthy for that one. And then he ended off with a my God. That boy different, man. That boy different. Worthy are you, our Lord and God, to receive glory and honor and power, for you created all things, and by your will they existed and were created. Revelations 4. Nah. He need like a we gotta get a official divine like an Academy Award. Nah, bro, this was better than any 2-hour movie I ever seen. I'm glazing a little bit. My fault. But when you talk about God, it just get personal to me, bro. Especially when you talk about God on a level that I love talking about God.
What's up, guys? Divine.
Nah, we gonna end it off with that. That was just this is not gonna go down as the greatest video Official Divine made, but this is the greatest video. This is the greatest video Official Divine ever made, bro. Without further ado, that's it for our reaction. If you enjoyed my reaction, leave a like, comment down in the comment section below, and let me know your next. And as always, hit that sub button.